an ultra cool dominant 7th lick over Sweet Georgia Brown. My name is Nolan, and in this series of videos I'm answering your questions on Gypsy Jazz, and I got questions from James in Vancouver who's looking for some cool dominant 7th licks. And I get a lot of guys asking about how to play over dominant 7th and for some cool licks. The lick I'm going to show you today is not your typical Gypsy Jazz lick, but I think it really cuts it and really it'll make your solo, when you use it, kind of stand out a bit. And it sounds like this. So if I'm playing over E7, then the lick goes like this. So you can see there it's got a kind of like country, kind of a blues kind of vibe to it. And but when you drop it in context of playing Gypsy Jazz, it really stands out in my experience. So again, that's over the E7. So the notes are, we're actually sliding up from the F sharp there, 7th fret of the B string, sliding up to the 3rd, which is the 3rd of E, is the G sharp. And then after we hit the 3rd, we're going to, with the pinky, play the top E. So that's the first movement. And then you're going to play the G sharp again. And then you're going to play the 7th, which is the D, with the 2nd finger there. Yeah, so slide up from the F sharp there to the G sharp, hit the top E with the pinky, down to the G sharp again, then play the D, the 7th there on the 10th fret on the top E with the 2nd finger, and then lastly the top E again with the pinky. And then you basically can loop that. So if the tempo is going like really slow, I would go. Sounds pretty cool. And you can navigate to this lick. How I navigate it to it is if I'm playing over E7, I know that you've got the major 3rd of E, which is the G sharp there. So I'm kind of aiming at that. So if I'm going to play it in D7, there's the major 3rd there. Or in A7, there's the A chord there. So I'll give it a little spin through the Sweet Georgia Brown changes to show you how it can kind of work. You know, with all these lessons, I love to make it in context of actual music. So the actual music in this case is Sweet Georgia Brown. So let's take it through changes. Sweet Georgia Brown, E7, A7, A7, D7, another dominant 7th, then you come to G, yeah? So let's hear what it sounds like over that. So here we go, 2, 3, 4. A7, A7, D7, D7, then you land on G, E7, A7, then you're at the last bit. So you can hear it sounds pretty cool. That's exactly how I'm doing it. Now there's one extra note which I was just playing around with this lick before, and I realized, so that bit of the lick sounds really angular and really kind of funky, kind of blues. If you want to suddenly kind of change that lick into a really modern sound and Django kind of harmony, then all you got to do is add this note. This is really wild. So you go, which is right there under your fingers. That's the B flat, which is the flat 5. You know, the devil's note, whatever. It's like, then you land on the B flat there. So if you're starting out playing the lick and you just go, that's sweet. If you want to kind of add the little kind of another atmosphere to it, then you go. basically just think of that B flat as a note which you can really kind of throw some real angular kind of, I don't know, different kind of vibe to it. So even with those 4 notes, G sharp, B flat, D, and E, that kind of sound. Yeah, so if I'm going to take it through the changes now, adding that note would sound like this. Yeah, so just that's just an added little extra, that 1 note, which is the flat 5 of each of the chords, just to kind of make it sound even more kind of hip. So that's it. That's a really cool, ultra cool dominant 7th lick, which I use over Sweet Georgia Brown. And of course, you can use that over any dominant 7th you find when you're playing music, and it's going to sound really good. So I hope you found that really helpful. And if you like the lesson, then make sure you subscribe to the channel here. And if there's a like button, give me a like. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Hey, it's Robin. Did you like that lesson? If you did, you can do 3 things right now to continue your journey into Gypsy Jazz. Number 1, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. And I hope you do, because every week I can send you a new video answering your questions into Gypsy Jazz guitar playing. Number 2, you can download your free issue of Gypsy Jazz Guitar Secrets magazine, and you can do that by clicking here or going to gypsyjazzsecrets.com. And number 3, you can check out my Gypsy Jazz Transfusion Club, and you can do that by going here, clicking on the button, or go to gypsyjazztransfusionclub.com. So if you'd like to do any of that, just click on these buttons, and I look forward to seeing you in another video really soon.